Cash Wheeler from nearby Old Fort, just east of here.
Yeah, Copeland, of course, born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but now makes his home here in Asheville. And there you see at the bottom of your screen, you can join AEW together in making donations to local Asheville charities that are on the front lines of disaster relief efforts. Be a part of providing support and resources to those affected by Hurricane Helene by scanning the QR code on your screen now. And that man, the rated R superstar, he's gone by many names throughout the course of his professional career. Of course, Adam Copeland, just shorten it down to Cope now. Short, simple, and sweet.
Absolutely, we'll take it any way at all. The great star that he has been throughout his career. And we saw right before the break the Sweet Daddy Siki, who passed away yesterday at age 91. He trained Cope. He trained Christian Cage. He trained Ron Hutchinson. And he was a man that broke the collar barriers many, many years ago in pro wrestling. And he certainly will be missed.
As Wheeler Yuta turning things around on Dax Harwood, backing him up to the corner. Remember, it was Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler that prevented Wheeler Yuta and Jon Moxley from pouring more cleaning chemicals down the throat of Orange Cassidy. And that is what the Death Riders seem to take umbrage with, that they were protecting a man's livelihood.
Yeah, you think about why they would do something like that. And of course, it is to just grow fear within the ranks of AEW. It's like, I don't want to get in there with them. Who knows what they'll do to me? Put a bag over my head. Pour cleaning down my throat.
You know, there's absolutely no back down in rated FTR. Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, and Cope as Dax connects the chop to the chest. Yuta sent down, but immediately back to his feet. Dax, Tony, we've seen throughout the years, very, very heavy-handed.
One of the best hitters, best choppers. And there you're seeing it in the business, and he's home, so he's fired up more than ever. And we're going to see Cope in the ring for the first time in a long time, Excalibur.
Yeah, it was last May when Cope was injured. He was a TNT champion, defeating Christian Cage to win the title, the epic I Quit match in Toronto. But it was Las Vegas last year, Double or Nothing, the steel cage match, barbed wire steel cage match. Cope breaking his leg in that match, but still finishing the match, still successfully defending the TNT championship, which he had to later vacate due to the injury.
That was against Malachi Black 220 days ago, and here Cope is in. He is afraid of absolutely no one.
Yeah, but he took the measure of Claudio Castagnoli there. This emissary of violence for Jon Moxley. The side headlock taken by Castagnoli. Cope sends him off, shoulder tackle. Neither man willing to give ground. Cope grabs the side headlock. Castagnoli backed up into the ropes. Trip attempt by Cope. Hip toss. Claudio put on the brakes. Cope puts on the brakes, and now Claudio sent over the top.
There he goes.
And now Cope through the ropes, the drop kick. Sends Claudio crashing to the floor.
Broken leg and all from 220 days ago. Cope does not care, man. He's going right at him. And fans want to roll.
Oh, wait, Marina Shafir!
You talking about the missed cheap shot.
Shafir sends Cope crashing into the post, and fans, we are sticking with the action live on Dynamite.
Jon Moxley very calmly looking around. And Shafir looks over him with that briefcase.
And referee Paul Turner hearing the protestations from Dax Harwood, but Turner didn't see it. As frustration not helping rated FTR right now.
No, not at all. And Cope, I'm not so sure. He hit pretty hard. Look at Moxley just arrogantly stepping in the ring.
You know, tonight we've heard from so many people that have their eyes fixed on Jon Moxley in that AEW World Championship, but Cope made it no uncertain terms when he returned that Saturday. He's back, and his goal is to dethrone Jon Moxley for that title.
And he got under Moxley's skin. We heard what Moxley said earlier about Cope. So it worked.
Now, Castagnoli behind the referee's back once again. This is where the Death Riders are so dangerous, Tony.
Yeah, and there's Wheeler Yuta with a right hand, and then, of course, Marina has that briefcase, she'll crack somebody in the head with it. The referee's not looking.
As Moxley hammering down those elbow strikes and just wrenching the jaw of Cope here.
Well, it is a home field advantage, so to speak. Home ring advantage, if you will, but it's not working right now for Rated R FTR.
As Moxley and Death Riders neutralizing that home field advantage. Not quite taking the air out of the building yet, though. This Asheville crowd in support of their three sons here tonight.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Taking the air out of the building. If they continue the assault here, it will certainly stymie any crowd response at all. I mean, the crowd will try to get Cope back into it, but it may not work.
And, I mean, to come out to such a reaction, such a reception,
right,
to hear the crowd go silent, that's got to be, if that happens, that would be tremendously disconcerting for Rated FTR.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what the Death Riders wanted to do, and they succeeded. Boy, Marina Shafir. Oh, is she...
A nice jawbreaker there by Cope. Castagnoli using his long limbs to make the tag out to Wheeler Yuta. As Cope, you can see that wide-eyed look, I think thanks in large part to having his bell rung against the ring post by that shove from Shafir.
And, of course, it has changed the complexion of this match. It's changed any momentum, as we talked about that. Rated R FTR hand. Look at the face of Moxley. Just taunting a fallen Cope.
Tag made. Castagnoli back to work. Our main event is live AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina, live on TBS and streaming on Max. And we are watching Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta dismantle the Rated R superstar Cope before our eyes.
And we will stay with this as long as it takes past the top of the hour. So stay with us, fans. It doesn't matter how long it takes.
As Claudio Castagnoli, the headlock, dragging Cope down.
And I don't know how much more Cope can take.
Cope trying to get to his feet, feeding off this great crowd. They've been with FTR. They've been with Cope the whole way in this match, but Jon Moxley and the Death Riders, they know how to cool things down, but Cope getting some much needed reinforcements from Cash Wheeler.
And now the fans are right behind Rated FTR here. They've come to life. Look at Cash Wheeler go.
Yeah, a lot of pent-up frustrations coming out from Cash Wheeler. As now Wheeler with Yuta isolated in the corner. Yuta gets the elbow up, and Cash, great anticipation. The backslide, Yuta, though, rolled all the way through. Side headlock taken. Yuta sends Cash off. Swing and a miss by Yuta. Another swing and a miss. A great counter by Cash. 1, 2. Whoa!
Oh, that was close. Paul Turner's hand almost hit the mat.
Now, Dax and Cash, two-time former AEW World Tag Team Champions. Oh, high boot. Castagnoli, the uppercut.
The long reach by Claudio, both the legs and the arms.
Went for another uppercut, but Dax had it anticipated. Tried the backslide, but instead, Rainbuster, center of the ring. Oh, Yuta there, the roll-up, 2. Heads-up move there by Wheeler Yuta. But Dax, the O'Connor roll, he's got Yuta pinned. Now Dax, though, up to the middle, low cross body. 1, 2. Again, fast-paced pinfall attempts here, Tony.
Yeah, right now, Dax working on adrenaline here. At least he was momentarily.
Yuta did a good job of intercepting that lariat attempt and staunching the momentum that Dax was attempting to build. And fans, Collision returns live this Saturday, 8/7 Central on TNT, and also streaming on Max. Private Party with the AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line against Action Andretti and Leo Rush. The Learning Tree takes on Rated FTR this Saturday night, live at Collision. Plus Daniel Garcia, Mark Briscoe with the TNT Championship on the line.
And for you fans from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Bojangles Coliseum, we want to see you there Saturday as we return. Tickets at AEWTIX.com.
Dax Harwood drives down Wheeler Yuta, but not without a cost to Dax.
Absolutely. Dax very slow to cover here.
Dax makes the cover, hooks the leg, but Claudio Castagnoli there to break it up.
Yeah, head butted the break. Oh, Cash Wheeler takes a nasty spill.
A high boot sends Cope crashing to the floor. Now Castagnoli could be thinking neutralizer. Oh, Castagnoli on to his feet, and Jon Moxley will guillotine there as power slam from the suplex, and now Yuta the splash. Death Riders, are they going to take it? 2, no. And fans, stick with us for more action tonight live on Dynamite.
Jon Moxley is ticked. You could see it. He picked up the chair and slammed it down. He thought for sure it was over with that big splash from Wheeler.
And it was a pinfall attempt that was all set in motion by Jon Moxley from the floor. And Dax Harwood desperately needs a tag, using those powerful right hands to potentially fight his way out of the corner.
A lot of emotion in this match, Excalibur. I love it. Emotion always makes for a great encounter, regardless of which side you're on.
And now in comes the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Okay, look at Cope.
Just staring daggers at Cope.
Well, he knows Cope's a legitimate threat to his title.
Moxley slowing the pace down. And remember what we were saying a few moments ago about taking the air out of the building. It's coming perilously close for Rated FTR.
Yeah, you're right. There was a little bit of rebound for him that time. But it didn't work.
Cover made by Moxley, leg hooked. Yeah, the more and more pinfall attempts made by the Death Riders, kind of shaking the faith of the Asheville fans.
Excalibur, as you know, just to kick out of repeated pins takes a lot out of you, right?
Oh, and Marina Shafir from the floor, once again behind the referee's back, a swipe at Dax Harwood.
Well, she is the purveyor of cheap shots. I've never seen anything like it.
Dax trying to hang on to the ropes to try to prevent himself from being brought to the center, but Yuta now drops the elbow. Lateral press by Wheeler Yuta, 2. Dax, you can see, exploding out of that pinning predicament, both legs kicking out, but the quick tag made to Claudio Castagnoli. Now front face lock cinched in by Castagnoli. He's got Dax Harwood the head in the left hand. Castagnoli does the underhook on the right. Cope and Cash both reaching for the tag.
Man, they went in there badly. Just a powerful man holding on Dax here. Powerful legs.
Very, very close.
Wide base here by Claudio.
Claudio over the top. Great counter by Claudio. The sunset flip.
He almost won it.
Oh! Castagnoli shuts him down. The lariat, the cover again. It's main event time live on Dynamite. Rated FTR trying to survive this full-on assault by Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, and his Death Riders. Dax Harwood desperately needs a tag, Tony.
And we're getting to the top of the hour, and as we said earlier, we're going to stay with this match as long as it takes. Great to have you with us on TBS in our first night on Max. Oh, the big boot.
Claudio Castagnoli using those long legs to send Cash careening to the floor. Cope. Guillotine Castagnoli on the top, but Dax and Claudio bumped heads there. And now both men seem to be stunned. Oh, wait. Dax through the legs. The Rated R Superstar is legal, but so's the AEW World Champion.
Yeah, Cope is going to go right at Jon Moxley, will not back down. Take a look at this, Excalibur.
That's Tony, this is the first time we've seen Moxley and Cope on equal footing. It appears Rated R Superstar, at least for the moment, getting the better. But no. Cope.
Moxley may have a bloody nose after that.
Moxley stunned. Cope.
Look at his eyes.
Oh, Cope was sizing him up for the spear. Moxley knew it and bailed out. As Cope turned over his shoulder, got a look at Marina Shafir, but now Cope and Moxley brawling out to the stands here in Asheville. Now things are breaking down. Paul Turner imploring these men to get back into the ring. Nobody wants to see this main event match end in a count out.
No, they don't, but they are enjoying this all-out fight we're watching right now, and really no one is surprised.
That's great discretion being shown by Paul Turner as Cope sends Moxley back into the ringside area. Moxley trying to retreat to the relative safety of the ring, makes the tag to Wheeler Yuta. And I don't think Cope realizes it. As Yuta, oh, look at Yuta just digging his fingers into the eyes.
Boy, Wheeler knows how to pick his spots, doesn't he?
DDT delivered. Yeah, the opportunistic Wheeler Yuta bailing out his general, Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion.
What's Wheeler going to try here?
Is he mocking Cope here? Is he
spear
for a spear of his own? No. Cope is Liger bomb! 1, 2. Narrow escape by Yuta.
Didn't think that would happen, but Wheeler got out of it. Incredible for Wheeler to get out of that.
If Yuta was looking for the spear or the Busaiku knee, we'll never know because of that tremendous counter by the Rated R Superstar Cope.
What a matchup. What a main event we've got tonight. Fight for the fallen in Nashville.
As Cope to his feet, lying in wait. I'm sure to deliver a spear, but so are Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley.
They are behind him. They are holding on to him.
They swept Cope's leg. Oh, Lord.
Send it down into that ring post. One high, one very low.
Now Cash Wheeler with the champ on the floor. Oh, Claudio Castagnoli! Cash, well-timed uppercut.
And Cash was full on, running as hard as he could. What the hell are they doing?
Jon Moxley just tearing apart our desk. Cope thrown onto the. Oh no, this is bad news for.
Jon Moxley's out of his mind. He has absolutely lost it.
This is bad news for Cope, as Jon Moxley could be looking to deliver a pile driver here on our announce desk.
Cope just got back from a broken foot.
And remember the history of neck injuries.
Exactly.
It's Jon Moxley looking for a God-style pile driver. Oh, wait a second, inside the ring. That was. Oh,
Jay White.
Moxley. Backdrop on our desk.
And Cope is still standing tall.
And,
what are we seeing?
Cope through the barricade. Off of our desk, driving the world champion down to the concrete.
This is unbelievable.
And, oh, Castagnoli comes steaming in with the uppercut. As Castagnoli sent to the outside. Shatter! Spear! Yes! Jay White getting a measure of revenge on Wheeler Yuta, tilting the scales in the favor of Rated FTR.
What a win, what a match, what a night. AEW is off and running in 2020. And Sowers waited FTR. How about Jay White, huh? He won't back down either. And he's got the #1 seed for next week.
Yeah, the Casino Gauntlet match 1 week from tonight. Jay White, the very first entrant in that match. The winner of that match next Wednesday night will face Jon Moxley in 2 weeks' time for the AEW World Championship.
What a great night, Excalibur.
Well, fans, thank you for joining us tonight, live on Dynamite TBS Max, however you did it. We will see you this Saturday night, live for Collision on TNT and Max.